Keegan Brown against Kevin Painter. Youth v experience. In pretty extreme measures here. Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one, alongside me, Rod Harrington. Rod, you've seen a lot of Keegan Brown on the youth tour, and how good could this guy be?
He could be a winner of major titles. He's got that. Another one of these young people coming through like Michael Smith has got an unbelievable talent, and he's now starting to prove it over the last 18 months where he's beaten Phil Taylor twice. And I mean, you've got Kevin Painter with all the experience of, you know, playing in majors, the Premier League and everything, against this young man. But the one thing about all these youngsters that are coming through, they're not scared of them, Dan. And what it is, because they played the youth and the challenge and now they're on the pro tour, they're mixing with these big top players all the time. You know, they're not scared of you anymore. You know, Keegan won't be up there going, oh no, I'm playing Kevin Painter. No, he's going to take the game to Kevin, and this is a tough game for Kev. It really is, and a game where Kev could do would start getting his form back as well. Yeah, it has been a bit of a lean year for Kevin Painter. He came through qualifying just about, 6-5 win over Mickey Mansell and 6-3 against John Bowles. He's had 3 quarter-finals on the tour, but that's it, not really threatened at all in any other tournament. Keegan Brown, having won the World Youth Championship, he got 10 grand for that. I mean, Kev would have loved to win 10 grand this year in a single tournament. He certainly would have done.
First leg, Keegan to throw first. Game on.
You know, Kev's a good old friend of mine, practice partner in the early days, but he's got to stay focused in this one because this young man is not going to go away.
96.
And it could be perhaps the upset of the day if Kev's not focused enough.
Well, he's straightened that treble 20 with his first start.
100
and comes down very effectively for treble 19 as well. The winner of this one goes through to the next round to play the number 9 seed Steve Beaton, the beaten finalist from Gibraltar at the previous European Tour event.
100.
4-1 up on James Wade in the final and lost it 6-4.
Well, Kev, another one of the players that have to go through the qualifiers now. Like Baxter, James Wade, up until last week, was in the qualifiers. Colin Lloyd. A lot of the top names are having to go through the qualifiers, and we keep talking about the strength and depth, and that's exactly the reason they're in them qualifiers.
Yeah, it certainly is. Keegan Brown,
69.
being mentored by Simon Whitlock. Not a bad lad to learn from, let's be honest. Do you see any of Whitlock's game in Keegan Brown, or is he very much his own player?
Yeah, I think Keegan was a great player before Simon used to sponsor him. I don't think Simon gets involved that much, and you know, I don't think he should do. At the moment, the young man is not doing anything wrong. You know, he's got a lot that's great in his game. He's got a great throw. It's a solid throw. It'll stand up under pressure. All he needs is experience of playing the big players on the big stage.
Well, Painter has the opportunity here. He's gone the ball route to guarantee himself a shot. He's at the trebles of Kevin Painter for a breaker throw. There it is, 94 and double 6. Kevin Painter nicks the first leg.
Kevin to throw first. Game on.
We have got a game going on stage 2 at the moment as well. Dennis Smith 2-1 down to William O'Connor. Already just seen a win for Darren Johnson there.
Yes, a good strong start to this game from Kev, and that's what he's got to do. You can't let these young players get in front of you, because they'll just run away with it. We see that in Michael Smith against Phil Taylor in the World Championships, and last week in Gibraltar. They get in front, it's goodbye. They're like a Ferrari on a turbo.
60.
Yeah, he probably should have won one of the senior tour events, Keegan Brown. He went all the way to the final in May of a Players' Championship event. Took on Bob Thornton, missed 4 match starts.
100.
Yes, and I spoke to Keegan the following week, and he says, I didn't think I threw any of them for. It could have been my girlfriend throwing them. He said they just, it weren't ever going to go in. It was just the way he felt. He got nervous, thought about winning. And when you start to think about winning, that's when you stop attacking the dartboard. I think that's what we see in Jamie Caven in Salzburg. For the first time when he went 5-3 up, he's thinking, I can win this. And that's where the danger is.
Yeah, it does take
81.
just something extra to get over the line in the finals. See, Brendan Dolan lost 8 of them before he won his first tour event, and then he won another 4.
57.
Well, just 57 from Keegan Brown doesn't put a great deal of pressure on this double top for Kevin Painter for a 13-dart leg and a 2-0 lead. There it is, Kevin Painter. Just a little nod and a little swagger from the artist. Things are going to plan.
Game on.
He's probably thinking, I've got to put this young man in his place.
He'd enjoy that, Kev, won't he?
Yeah, he will, yeah. I mean, Kev's the sort of person that plays his own game. He won't rush himself, and he'll even slow his opponent down a little bit. You know, when he's got a double, he just steps back, takes a nice deep breath.
99.
And just, you know, he's in control of himself 90% of the time. I won't say 100%.
57.
Well, Painter did make it past round 1 here last year. He beat Dave Pallett, another up-and-coming young player. Ran into Barney then and lost it 6-1. Didn't go past the second round. It'll be Steve beaten if he can get through this one. But Keegan Brown will have something to say about that. Needs to up his game, though. He's not producing the scary stuff to terrify the veteran Kevin Painter that we know Keegan Brown is capable of doing. In fact, he's staring down the barrel of a second breaker throw in 3 legs here.
Yes, Keegan just can't get the range on the treble 20. He's dropping low, and normally that's tension. But at the moment, he's making it very easy for Kev. He's going to get 6 darts. He should stay there. He won't. Surely he won't go over the 54. He has. Well, will he go with the bullseye to rub it in?
130.
Well, he fancied it.
Well, Kev's always a person that if someone does that to him, he says, well, you don't need to go to the bullseye, you should have just set it up. So
93.
Kev should take a bit of his own medicine there.
Well, it does mean that he's only going to get 2 darts. Well, he's only going to get 1 because he's missed the big number. He wanted the 9, he's hit the 12. So 5 for double 4. Kind of of his own making that, really, isn't it? For going for the bullseye. Far be it from me to tell a major title winner how to play the game. But Keegan Brown's got a sniff here, the 138. It's still on. It's just above the treble bed.
80.
Well, the double 2 is not an easy double. He's got to attack it with the first, because if he misses low, oh, that's what he's done. He's gone above. 1 dart left for 3. Oh, what a great double 1 that was from Kevin Painter. As I said, with the double 2, Dan, you've got to attack it, because if it goes low, you're going to cover up half the double anyway. So if you're going to bust it with the first dart.
Yeah, well, it's a breaker throw with an 18-dart leg finished on double 1. Keegan Brown won't like reflecting on that leg. All he can do is just press on and try and attack the Kevin Painter throw. But it's very difficult if he's going to start off like this.
140.
Not a bad response from the man, though. The 21-year-old.
140.
Yeah, what Keegan's done, he's not got out the gate quick enough, and he's allowed Kev to get control and start to bully Keegan.
77.
Dictate to him, you know, the pace of the game. Always chasing now, Keegan. Kev just knows he just goes up there and hits 1 treble with every 3 darts.
85.
And he stays in front and gets down to that double first.
Oh, just the 28, and Kevin Painter is looking a heavy favourite to take a 4-0 lead here. We did see over on stage 2 earlier on, Michael Rosenau take a 4-0 lead against Mentor Suljevic and had to go to a deciding leg before he managed to win it.
99.
Yes, and over on board 2, William O'Connor from Ireland, 3-2 up against Dennis Smith at the moment.
58. You require 80.
And Keegan's just lost his rhythm, lost his focus, making it very easy for Kevin to do a good professional job, as that 80 checkout proves. And it's a good solid performance from Painter.
Yeah, 14 darts from there, his average around about sort of 99, 100 mark. Well, there you go. Almost bang on 100, 15 darts a leg.
Yeah, he'd be happy with that. He knows Keegan Brown. He knows what Keegan can do. And to stamp his authority so early in the game is exactly what you've got to do with these youngsters. You've got to put them under pressure. They're not used to the pressure on the big stage, as a seasoned professional is.
Yeah, they have met a couple of times before, both in 2012 though, so it's a while since they faced each other as Kevin Painter looks to fill it up, has to settle for the 140. One win apiece. They should have met on the Eurotour that year actually, but Keegan Brown withdrew. So Kev got a walkover. It's a W next to his name, but he didn't really earn it.
It's still a W in you in the next round.
Some would say they're the best kind of W's.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
50.
Well, just a little chance here for Keegan Brown. Needs it. Making the most of it.
130
Good darts for the 21-year-old. Gets him down to a finish. But this could be pretty handy for Kevin Painter as well.
140.
So all of a sudden this 132 looks a little bit bigger than it did before. Treble 19. Doesn't get it, so Kevin Painter may well get...
104.
Well, he could get a couple of darts here for a 5-0 lead.
We took the 80 out in the previous leg. And the 85 and the double top, the way he's been hitting doubles, you've got to fancy this, surely, Kev. Oh, and that's a let off. So Keegan comes back to put his first leg on the board. And this hopefully will settle him down a little bit, but he's got to hit it yet. That's a good guide, just inside. Well, he's got to come to the bottom part of that. And he has done, but gone in the 11s.
He's unfortunate about second dart, isn't it? It's caught the first one, it's blocked a lot of the bed. Kevin Painter now looking at double 5 and takes it out, and all of a sudden Keegan Brown, from looking like he might be finding a bit of a foothold in this match now, he's thinking, I could get whitewashed here.
I mean, if Kev goes on and beats him 6-0, Kev will be over the moon with it. You know, at the start of the game, you know, I said this could be a dodgy one, and if Keegan had found his range in the first one or two legs, then it is going to be dodgy. But Kev, it's, you know, it isn't, you know, it's a 98 average, which you're going to be over the moon with. But it's a good professional job. You know, you can see, you know, the 18, the 16, the 15, 13, 14, lovely. The 18 and the 16 nowadays is mediocre. But
Keegan, I think there are opportunities for me there.
They are opportunities for Keegan, yes. But what Kevin has done is a good professional job, done the right things at the right time, stood back, taken the double out, set it up.
He's got a run to the board there. Keegan Brown, he's giving it a celebration at the back of the stage. One dart was slowly creeping out of the board. That is a bold move from the young lad.
100.
Well, maybe this isn't quite over just yet. It would be Lazarus-like if he came back and won this one. But stranger things have happened in the world of darts. Ted Hankey against Simon Whitlock at the Grand Slam. Simon Whitlock against Jamie Caven at the Europeans. Leg after leg after leg. Kevin Painter is desperate to shut the door in Keegan Brown's face.
Oh, and he's gone and missed the big number. I'd have gone the other way with the way that flight's sitting.
64.
But Kev, again, as I said, he's done so many good things in his game. That 180 just puts that extra bit of pressure on. Now he wants double 16, and this would be for a convincing win over Keegan Brown. And there it is, clean as a whistle for Painter.
Kevin Painter!
A whitewash defeat of Keegan Brown. Kevin Painter, a solid display from him, 100 average. A 6-0 win. He goes through to play Steve Beaton, the bronze Adonis, and that will be this evening as the second round.